Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WDW Fan Zone Show. I am Stuart Sternberg, and I'm joined tonight by Darlene Nagy, John Maloney, and Kurt. And tonight we're going to talk about the Disney park restaurants we'd like to keep, change, close, or some we might even want to add to the parks. And we'll get at that in 2 minutes. So what brought this whole idea on for this episode, besides the dog in the background going crazy, trying to get comfortable on the couch, was that Sci-Fi Dining changed their menu. Yes,
Really?
They added some new entrees to their menu. So, I said, wow, that's actually a good change. I'm glad to see it. I might have taken it a little further than they did, but it's a step in the right direction. So I thought, it just gave me the idea, like, why don't we just go through the parks and see what restaurants we like as they are. Some we might want to make some changes. Are there any that we want to close, and ones that they don't have that we'd like to add? Now, we've done similar shows in the past, but I thought this would be a good time to discuss this. So anybody want to start first? If not, I'm happy to.
You just blew me away. My whole premises was I love sci-fi if they would change the menu, and they did.
And they have. So let's talk about sci-fi first. You know what? With the menu changes, I think they could have gone a little further, made wholesale changes to the menu, but I think they added. Darlene, I don't know if you recall, because we discussed this on one of the news shows. I think they added, was it a pulled pork sandwich or something along that line?
Yes, it was like wasn't there like a mac and cheese with pulled pork or something?
I think you're right. I think you might be right. I'd like to see them
available
change
somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. You're going to find repeats in many restaurants, but it's a good change. I'd like to see them change the hamburger a little bit so it's not the same like the Backlot Express.
Right.
Maybe make it a little bigger, add, a little different flavor into it, something. But I think it's a step in the right direction. And with the changes they made, if they add just a couple more, I think you've got, and John, I'm going to shock you with this, I think you've got a restaurant that will give people a good draw to go to.
Well, the thing for me with restaurants in Walt Disney World, or I have fairly simple tastes, and I certainly like to have choices, and I accept that not every restaurant is going to knock my socks off. Sometimes I just want some decent food. We certainly have to deal with higher prices because of where the food is, but I have fairly simple tastes. It doesn't take a lot to satisfy me for an average meal. But then I like to have those really nice meals at the nicer places every so often. But I don't have to have 3 meals a day that are going to knock my socks off in the restaurants, in the parks, or in the resorts. But one thing I'd love to see is the servers to come out on roller skates.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
Talk about kitschy.
It does say they have the feature film burger. Ask your car hop about our newest feature. So maybe that's your fancy burger. It better be good. It is $24.
What comes with that?
It doesn't say. It just says, please ask your car hop about our newest feature.
Huh. Okay.
So maybe Stuart will join me for lunch or dinner at Sci-Fi Dine-In sometime after all.
He's not answering.
I can't hear Stuart.
I have myself on mute. I apologize.
Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go.
I'm talking and nobody hears me because I'm on mute. Did anybody hear when I said before that they don't need to change the ambiance there? They could just leave everything. It's just the cars. They can make them a little more comfortable.
Mhm.
Yes, the cars could be made more comfortable.
Yeah, if they could do that, a little more leg room. I'm okay with the seat, the cushioning or lack thereof of my back. It's just a little more leg room would be good.
Hmm.
What were your thoughts be on breaking the cars apart more? So maybe having cars that have 4 seats instead of 6, or maybe even some cars that only have 2 seats.
You know, there was a nightclub, and I can't remember the name of it, in New York City that had some seating with, it's like just the front of the car was there or the back of the car, but everything in the middle was gone. So you had a table in the middle with, you know, nice, decent seating. Well, when I said it was a bench, it was a padded bench, but the table was a nice size, so you could put 6 people if you had to, with a couple of chairs there.
But you're facing each other,
Yes, you're
which
facing
means you
each other.
can't see the screen.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And I thought the last time I was there, I was in a 4-seater.
Were you?
2 in the
Okay.
front, 2 in the back. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have them because
Yeah,
when
we've
we
always
took our
sat
kids there,
in.
Well, there aren't 2-seaters. I mean, you could sit on the benches on the periphery,
Mhm.
the round tables that are on the periphery. But to sit in a car, I don't think there are any cars that have just a 2-person seat, are there?
Well, you know what? If they could do it somehow where you're facing each other and then put a screen on
On
both
both
sides.
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, bi-directional movie
Mhm.
theater, or I'm sorry, drive-in theater.
Yeah,
There you go.
that would work.
Hmm.
When you go to Primetime's 50s Cafe, you've got a lot of the food and there that you would have seen during that era. Yeah, they've made changes over the years, but I'd like to see sci-fi get away from that a little bit more, so it doesn't duplicate what you have at Primetime, which I think would also be a draw for people to go. But then again, you got to remember a lot of people that go to sci-fi, besides you, John, are people that have not been there before or haven't
Well,
been there
right.
in
I
a
think there's a
really
lot,
long time.
well, and that's true of the
Any
parks in
restaurant.
general. You have a
Yeah.
lot of people in the park on a given day that haven't been there before.
Yeah, and that can happen at any restaurant. It's not just there.
I think
Mhm.
they're kind of trying to keep with the theme of like, well, they do have a couple different burgers, but if you think about it, it's what would you eat while you're sitting at a drive-in? Although they do offer a couple salads. But
Yeah, I know, and that's pretty much where they've gone with that. But that's the Backlot Express with
Well.
an expanded menu.
yeah, they do have those wings. I think are new. I don't remember wings being there before.
Yeah, I'd like to see them make some more changes. Like give the food sci-fi names like the Frankenburger.
Why not?
Do something like that. But I think if they start to make some subtle changes to their menu there, I think you've got a bigger draw. Not that they need it.
Not that they need it.
Make something with like marshmallows for the Mars
Yeah,
like a marshmallow
s'mores.
dessert of some sort,
A s'mores
something
dessert.
really cool.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think that's the way to go. So let's move around a little bit now from there. Let's go over to Primetime. Would you make any changes there? I would make one, but I'll let you guys talk.
I want them to bring back the fun, like, the teasing and stuff.
And that's the one change I would make. Yeah, I'd leave everything else as is.
So how well do you think the teasing works anymore in Disney World, and not just at prime time, but
Gotta let the dog out.
also over in Wilderness Lodge?
I've never experienced that at Wilderness Lodge.
I do know they are still doing the catch-up.
Yeah, it's just toned down. So we were there recently, and it's toned down. It's nowhere near what it used to be.
You know what? You know what I think they could do? when you sit down, the server can ask you, do you want the full experience or would you like
Right.
the easy experience?
Well, and they did ask us. They did ask us if we were open to it, and we said yeah. We don't want any. We don't want the craziness that a 10-year-old would like.
Hmm.
But even throughout the entire restaurant, there was not a lot going on.
No, that
As we
hasn't
were
been. They're very sensitive to people's sensitivities.
right.
But honestly, in that restaurant, I would like to see them get away from that. Ask the people, are you sensitive? Can we, would you like to have fun here? And we might jokingly insult you, but in a fun way. Would you be open to that? And if they say yes, have at it.
Yes. Yeah.
And the challenge at Wilderness Lodge is it's in the lobby,
Yes.
and
Different
it
little-
carries through the entire lobby, and even up a couple of floors.
Yep.
And if they're
Because of
open
the
later at
acoustics
night,
in there.
it's not like in prime time where it's enclosed and there aren't people trying to sleep nearby.
By the way, I want to mention Darlene's a real trooper. Tonight, she is on her phone because she has no internet service.
Oh boy.
Yes. So I'm hoping that the battery lasts and that the LTE holds up.
That was almost me last week. Our internet came on, I think it was around 7 p.m. We were down all
Yeah.
day. It's for anybody who's looking to move to Florida, I just want to mention that while most of the time you have reliable internet here, and it doesn't matter what company it is, when it goes out, it's not for 5 minutes. It's not for 50 minutes. It's all day.
Yeah, this has been since around 1:30 when we noticed it. So
Yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
Yep.
right.
saying.
Yeah. There was a problem with
Oh.
Verizon a couple of weeks ago, where their service was down for most of, I think,
Wow.
2 days. It was
Really?
Yeah. And anyway,
Okay.
so next to prime time, what's the name of it? Oh, hold on, I can't
Hollywood
think
and
of it.
Vine.
Hollywood and Vine.
That's it,
Hollywood and
Hollywood and
Vine.
Vine. Would you change anything there, or do you like it the way it is? Would you shut it down, and bring something new in there?
I don't even know what they serve anymore.
Have no
It's
idea.
buffet style.
Is it still buffet?
Yeah, I'd like to see them go to family style and get away from the buffet. I want them to keep the decor the way it is. I don't want them to change anything else really.
What about the characters?
No, keep the characters. Absolutely keep the characters.
You like the Daisy and
Yeah.
Donald?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Me
because you
too.
don't get to see them too often in the parks. So
No.
it's great to have them there. The only thing I would do is take what you're serving in the menu as a buffet and offer that family style and maybe cut down a couple of the items. So not really change the menu all that much, but just make it easier. So, you're sitting there, you're relaxing. Well, we'll get to that later. I was going to mention there was one restaurant that did that for a while and it was wonderful.
Well,
But we'll
isn't
get
that
to
what
when
the
we get to
Garden Grill does right now?
Yes, and it is. It absolutely. But this would be a different menu. It wouldn't be the same as Garden Grill.
True.
It's also a different park.
Well, yeah, I get it.
I'm not saying they should change the menu. I'm just saying instead of you going up to serve yourself, have them bring you a certain number of those items that are already there, family style, to your table, and it's still all you can eat. So if you finish and you want more, they'll bring you more. That way they can add more tables and get more people in there.
Is it hard to get an ADR there?
Probably
Lately?
not. Well, with the characters, yes. It depends.
Yeah, okay.
If
That's
you're
what-
going to one of the character meals, yes.
Yeah.
Right now, an ADR in most Disney restaurants is pretty difficult because
Yeah.
it's not, it's more staffing issues, I think, that they're having.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I think it is, yes.
yep. Let's go to Brown Derby.
I've never eaten there.
Yeah, I have. It's been a while, but I have eaten there. I don't want to call it a perfect restaurant. It's not, it's just a restaurant I wouldn't make any changes to. I'd leave it as is.
It's classy. It's
Yep.
it's nostalgic, and the
Good.
food's good.
Yeah.
I've only eaten there a couple of times, but when I was there I was impressed and enjoyed it a lot. I always see people waiting out front to get in.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it certainly seems to still be very popular.
And Darlene likes the Cobb salad there.
I was going to say, I have a feeling I would be eating the Cobb salad if I went there because that's all I think of when I think of the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Yeah. You know what though? I like the Cheesecake Factory. I like their Cobb salad better than the Brown Derbies. And that's not saying the
That's
Brown
saying
Derbies
something
is
because the
bad.
Brown Derby's Cobb salad is good, very
It's
good.
very good.
Yes.
It's very good, and it's
Yes.
very different from Cheesecake Factory. But I like I just happen to, my taste is I just like the one at the Cheesecake Factory better. It's a different Cobb. If you put the two together, it's got some of the same ingredients, but a lot that aren't. So.
Has anyone eaten at the lounge outside?
I have. And they have a smaller version of the Cobb salad in a cone, and that's very good.
Okay, good.
But you don't get the ambiance.
No, but
lounge
it's
that
a
you
very
get.
nice area outside, and they
Right.
have, drinks and stuff that you could still get, and a couple other menu items that are the same from inside, just smaller versions, which is very nice.
I'm
If you're
guessing it
not
would be
looking for
easy.
like the full meal.
It sounds like you could probably get into the lounge a little bit easier than actually getting into the actual Brown
Probably
Derby.
could.
I think so.
More of a walk-up
It
situation.
is a walk up, but if all the tables are taken at that time, because there's not much room in that area, it's kind of like a small hallway, basically, like a little courtyard.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's nice that they do that though, so at least they can get a few more people in there.
Exactly. And like you said, people that don't want like a full meal, just like a drink and a snack type thing is perfect.
Yeah. Now we've been talking about the sit-down restaurants, and this show is not limited to just the sit-down restaurants. Now we mentioned the Backlot Express before. I love the Backlot Express. I just, as much seating as there is there, they could use more seating. They've added seating over the years to it, and it's still not enough because it's that darn good.
The one thing I would change there is I would have the cast members, if a table is cleared and free, I would have them, if somebody's like looking around aimlessly for a table, have them point them in the direction of the table.
You know what? I'll do you one better than that. I think all the counter service restaurants at Walt Disney World should have that, where a server brings you to a table, helps you find the table.
Yeah.
They were doing that pre-pandemic for a little bit at some of the restaurants.
They were.
Yeah. I'd like to see
Especially
them
some of
bring
the more
that back.
popular ones, like
Right.
weren't they doing it at Pecos Bill?
Yeah, they were.
And I think Pinocchio's Village House when
Yes.
they had the staff.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's who it was. It was Pinocchio's.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see them bring that back. That would be wonderful because you know what? We were it was at the Backlot Express, as a matter of fact, about a month or so ago. We weren't done yet, but we were getting ready to leave. Like my wife was just finishing up her meal. We would have been out of there in 2 minutes. A woman came over because I was finished, and I threw my tray thinking, oh, she's ready. And she's ready to pounce on the table. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. She's still eating. The woman was nice about it and walked away with her head down. No, not with her head down.
She was in tears.
But it would be nice if there was somebody there, to at least direct people around and maybe push people who are just sitting there and not eating anything and have their table cleared and empty. It's okay. Sorry, time to go. Let another family in.
It was hard. 2 weeks ago when I was down there to get into the Backlot Express. We got there and we realized our food wasn't going to be ready for a half hour. And we originally were sitting inside and we're like, well, we don't want to take this table away from someone. So we got up and left. But there were a lot of people with just one person just sitting there, or a few people sitting there, taking the table.
That happens a lot at counter service.
It does happen, yeah, because people finish their meal, they're tired, they're taking a break from the parks, and they just sit. I don't know what the answer is. other than if you had a cast member to say, would you mind leaving so we can let another family in who's looking to eat their food that they're holding in their hands?
And then we'll hear about it. Darlene, you're on mute.
I thought you did that on
Right. No, I was stirring my tea.
It's like me when I go to drink my iced tea.
Yep.
I usually put it on mute so you don't hear the ice cubes.
No, I agree. It's one of those things that you want to see these small little changes.
Yeah, maybe they should open up a couple of more rest areas in each park where people can just sit down and relax.
They need air conditioning.
Yeah. But that's not the
As
time.
long as you have shade and a bench, you're pretty much okay.
And a breeze.
Yeah, and a breeze.
Today
it was like 97 down here, so.
Oh God, and it felt like 107. It was nuts.
Yeah, you got to have a breeze going in that when it's that hot.
I took the dog out this afternoon for a walk, and it's like he went from, there's two little trees in the dog park. So he went from one tree to the other tree, and then all of a sudden he made a beeline to the door. He didn't even want to be out there. It was so hot.
By the way, be careful sitting underneath some of those trees.
I know.
Just saying. So somebody was sitting under the tree. Luckily, I didn't land in the food, but they were not very happy with it landing on their lap. So just be careful because they got up and moved finally. But yeah, they're looking up and there's a bird's nest right there above them. So
yeah.
Yeah, that can happen anywhere.
It can.
New York City, you have to dodge the pigeons.
I had a running thing. If I got anything on me on my way to school, I was turning around and going home. I wasn't going to school.
Oh, it's like, how many times, I know we're getting off topic, but how many times when I was working, driving along, and all of a sudden you stop at a red light and splat. And it's like, ugh.
Make sure your washer
fluid it rains a lot in New Jersey, so it takes care of it pretty quickly.
Right? Oh my gosh, how funny. Oh.
Yeah. The commissary. Anybody like the commissary?
I actually do. Darlene's like, no. They had it was that spicy buffalo grilled cheese. That was good. I really enjoyed that.
I don't think I had that. There was a teriyaki chicken that wasn't bad, but they've changed the menu a couple times, so I haven't been since they've changed it again. So
when was the last time they changed it? Because it's been a while since I've been
about
there.
a year and a half.
Yeah, I've been there since I've been there about a year and a half ago, a little less. Wasn't pleased with the choices on the menu or the food I ordered. I can't even remember what it was, but I think it was a wrap of some sort. It just wasn't great. It was like,
It seems they seem to have some big changes in their menu fairly often. You'll find something you like, and then they have something different.
You know what? I like the design of the restaurant. I don't think that needs to be changed, but I wish they would come up with a menu somewhat like the Plaza.
You almost have to wonder if that's their experimental restaurant where they'll experiment with a new food.
It could very well be. After all,
that's what I was thinking, because the way the menu changes so frequently.
Yeah, and if you go back to the Tonight Show when Johnny Carson hosted it, he used to make fun of the NBC commissary because the food was so bad there. So it could be their experiment. It's cafeteria type food that you expect in a place like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's better than cafeteria type food, but because it looks good on the menu, you expect more from the menu there.
I'm wondering if they're doing the menu up according to the shows that they show on ABC.
That could be. I never thought of that.
Possible.
That could be. That could very well be. Have to pay attention next time.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten there. I don't know if any of you guys have in Toy Story Land. The lunchbox.
We
What do you
wanted
want?
to. It was so busy we couldn't even get to it. We couldn't
Wait,
get
I
in
take
there.
that back. I did eat there. I had a burger there. It was okay.
I got was the mac and cheese. I think there's a mac and cheese there that I got,
Yes.
but that was a while
I'm
ago.
sorry. It was a grilled cheese I got there. It was okay. It could have been. I would have liked a bigger size, but that's
Yeah.
me.
I always get the pastry. I like the
That's
berry
yeah.
flavored pastries. Every time we're in there, I get one.
Yeah.
It if you're going to order mobile order, you have to order well ahead.
Yep.
right.
The
That was the
last time
issue.
we were there,
Oh,
we went to order and it was going to take an hour or so. So we actually waited in the line to get to order in person. And it went relatively quickly. It was a lot of people, but it moved pretty quickly. So you almost all the time for counter service, we're using mobile order, but there was a
Right.
place we just couldn't do it.
Yeah. My
That
kids.
that was
wow.
our issue. So
Okay.
Anne wanted that pastry, and we could. It was going to be. I mean, we're talking. It was like 1:30 in the afternoon, and we were being told, "Yeah, you're going to have to come back at like 3:30." And we're like, a
Yeah.
2-hour wait for a pastry.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I got the
Who
grilled cheese
figures
sandwich,
that it would take that long?
I was there at night. My kids were on the Slinky Dog Dash, so they had to wait online a little bit for that. So while they were there, I ordered. It took about, I want to say, half hour from the time I ordered to get my food. And then I was surprised that the grilled cheese sandwich was not larger for the amount of money they charged for it. It was very good, but for the amount of money, and that's where, there are some places
Yeah.
where I'll say, okay, it's worth the price you pay and even more at Disney.
Right.
And then there are other places, and this is counter service. You have to, me personally, I have to keep that in mind, understand that, and know, that's what it's intended to be. Nothing more, nothing less, even though the price is high for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good.
Maybe they gave you the wrong sandwich. Maybe they gave you the kid sandwich instead of
Could
the
be.
adult
I don't
sandwich
know.
by accident.
But I think that's a welcome addition there. I wish they had. It's in a very tight space there. I just wish they had a little more shade there. I know they have the umbrellas or whatever by the tables, but the Toy Story Land gets a lot of sun.
Yes.
It
A lot of
does.
sun. I know we haven't gone to Star Wars Land yet.
Oh, just before you move on
Sure.
from Toy Story Land, I am very much looking forward to Roundup Rodeo, the new barbecue sit down restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we. We were disappointed it's not open yet.
Do we have an estimated opening yet on that, or announced
No.
opening?
No.
I'm glad they're adding another restaurant.
What's the construction look like there, Kurt?
It looks like a big wall.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't tell.
They're good at that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and even if you'd look past over the top of the wall, the outside's not even really themed yet.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a welcome addition there. Very welcome addition.
Well, yeah, I think they need it for that
Mhm.
corner of the park.
Yep.
So you've got not only Toy Story Land, but you've also got carryover from Galaxy's Edge that could use that sit-down restaurant, I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Galaxy's Edge desperately needs a sit-down restaurant. I don't know where they would put it, but there is a corner where there's a lot of open space, not a lot going on.
Yes.
We could move the sci-fi dining back there.
Please no, don't do that. Let's give us another Star Wars themed restaurant. That's sit down.
I'm wondering if they're planning on that. They just haven't put the ball rolling yet because of the
Could be.
hotel and everything.
It could be.
Well,
They
that
could.
would be
Oh, go ahead, John.
that would be a very different feel from Star Wars movies and series. So, except for what was it, the Last Jedi? What was the Star Wars film where they went to the other? They went to the casino planet and everything was very upscale.
Oh, that was Rogue One, wasn't it? Oh, no.
No.
It was the 8th one. I know what you're talking
Last
about.
Jedi. I think it was
Last
Last
Jedi.
Jedi.
Last Jedi, yeah.
So that was,
I remember that, yeah.
everything else that you see is much more gritty and older looking. Like Oga's Cantina fits into that very well.
Speaking of gritty, Mouse Fan Travel is very gritty. They're gritty at getting you what you want. So if you want to go on a Walt Disney World vacation, a Disneyland vacation, a Disney Cruise Line vacation, an Adventure by Disney vacation, or
They'll
a,
take care of you.
God forbid, non-Disney vacation, they've got in every aspect. They've got travel planners that are excellent in every aspect of the travel industry and gritty at it too. So they will get you grits, be gritty, and grateful that you've used them and you'll be grateful that you've used them because they're absolutely.
You'll have no regrets.
No
No
regrets.
regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah,
No
that's
regrets.
it. No regrets. They are absolutely the very best at planning vacations for anyone and everyone. You know what? I can't say this often enough, but they do it your way. You don't want to go on a vacation where the travel planner is telling you how you should vacation. They listen to you. They understand what you want because they have that much experience and expertise in travel. So when it comes to putting together a travel package and plan for you, it's absolutely the best you're going to get for your travel party, whether it's a solo trip, two people that are going on honeymoon, a family of 4 or 5, a family reunion with 20, 30 or more. They can do it all, from the simple to the very, very complicated vacation package planning. You know what I mean? Just forget the rest. Go with the best. Mouse Fan Travel, www.mousefantravel.com. That is www.mousefantravel.com. All right. Where were we?
Docking Bay 7.
Yes. Oh, love the place.
Very disappointed last time we were there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. There were several people. I don't know if it was new chefs or what. Myself and another family were there standing at that line. Wife ordered a chicken sandwich. She was disgusted. I'm like, what is wrong? She goes, there's no chicken. I go, well, let me go back up. And she's like, no, forget it. I went back up because I needed a fork and knife anyways. I go, hey, my wife, she ordered the chicken salad. There's no chicken in it. I'll get you a new one. I think I waited almost 20 minutes for that salad to come out.
Wow. Wow.
It's like, it'll be here in a minute. I'm like, okay, yeah, now my food is cold.
I have eaten there quite a few times. I don't know about you, Darlene. I rave about the place. I love the place. I wouldn't change a thing. I love the menu. I love the food. I love the ambiance, the whole experience.
I like the ambiance, but I'm not that much of a fan of the food.
And that was my wife. Even after the chicken came, she did not like the seasoning that was on the seasoning on the food. She didn't like as much the seasoning on the chicken. So I would change the menu and the service.
Oh, ouch. That hurts.
I think it needs more of a variety.
Right.
Well, I don't think, and if you guys disagree, please jump in. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because we have to get to 3 other parks. I think it's intentional to have a limited menu like that. And I'm happy with the menu, but everybody, there are restaurants that I'm going to love, you're going to hate, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the world go round.
Going to Olga's Cantina that time, and I was looking for something to eat, but they didn't have a very big selection. So I just ended up having a drink.
Well, that's
all they really have.
Right. That's all they have.
Well, they had small bites, but it was more of if you know somebody who's been in the National Guard, it was dehydrated.
Yeah. Well, they do have a charcuterie board.
Yes.
And the people next to us ordered that. It didn't wow me. It just did not wow me.
Well, so there is where I would like to make a change, and there is where the sit down restaurant would fit in well. I don't know if it fits in well for the size and space.
No, they have
to extend Oga's Cantina into a dining room.
I was going to say,
a chance to sit down and eat not just have to stand at a table, grab a drink and
That was my
couple
point.
of
Right.
I like that.
There's
I like
nowhere
that.
to sit.
Yeah.
There's 4
Exactly.
booths
Yeah.
and the bar. That's it.
Has anybody sat in a booth there before?
No.
Yes.
I was always at the
You
same
have?
table.
I have. Yes.
Okay. I've never sat in Oga's.
Yes.
Okay,
I did.
Not to rush us along. I love that idea, John. I hope Disney's listening because I think it's a great idea. I don't know how they can expand it. They're aware, but I hope they find a way. They could take out one of the gift shops maybe and move it someplace else.
You can put a gift shop anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Any place else we've? Oh yeah, I can't think of the names of the place. There's the quick service by.
Fairfax.
Yeah, that's it.
Epic Eats, Fairfax.
Yeah, I think it's good
Yes.
just to go quickly. If I'll let everybody say what they want. I think it's good for where it is and what it is, and
That's fine.
I think that's
It's
all
fine.
perfectly fine the way it is because it's like a market. It's an
Yep.
open market.
absolutely.
much.
All right, let's move on. Kurt, pick a park.
Hey, let's go to the Magic Kingdom.
All right, let's go.
Mm.
Do we want to start on Main Street or we want to start in the back and work our way forward?
Let's walk right down the middle of Main Street, USA.
All right.
Tony's
Tony's
Town Square.
Tony's, yeah. You've eaten there since they changed the menu. You said it
Yes.
was good.
It's much better than it used to be. It's edible. It's okay. If you go to Mama Melrose, there's no comparison. And that we forgot about that in Hollywood Studios.
Oops.
That Mama Melrose kicks rear end on Tony's, but it's not in the same park. So, the food's much better than it used to be. I'll say that. Darlene, I know you've got a good opinion about Tony's.
I've always had a good meal at Tony's. I've gotten different things when I've gone. I've gotten the pasta. I've gotten the calamari. Keith's gotten the pizza. I think I even got like one of their salads. And I think he had some sort of burger or something that they had at one point, and everything's been good.
I don't want people to feel like, oh God, I'm stuck at Tony's. You're not. It's decent for what it is. It's not the best restaurant you can eat at, but it's by far not the worst restaurant you can eat at. And the menu is much improved.
I mean, if my choices were between that and Cosmic Rays, with all the people in there, I would probably go to Tony's over Cosmic Rays.
It's quiet and comfortable.
Yeah. And I like the theming with Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah. John just brought up a good point to me privately, and I think he's right. We should take our time going through this park so we can save Epcot, which has 1 million restaurants, and Animal Kingdom for a second part show.
Yes,
I agree.
I agree.
I've got something else in mind for next week, so we'll do that in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Unless John's not going to be here, if he'll be in Florida, then we might do it.
Push it out.
We'll continue this show with the other 2 parks at a later date. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
I'll be here in 2 weeks.
Okay. Tony's the decor of the place. It's wonderful. Would I like to see some improvements there? Yes. Like I would not recommend people get the pizza there, but I wouldn't recommend people get the pizza at any place in the parks except Via Napoli, which Darlene and I were able to go to this last weekend. 5-10 minute wait, middle of the afternoon.
I was so happy. So was my husband.
Guys, did they change the menu at Tony's Town Square? Because I don't see pizza on here anymore.
Oh, maybe they did.
They might have. Yeah.
Good. I'm happy they did that if they did.
The chicken parmesan looks really good. Just saying.
Yeah, the chicken parm was good. I've had that before.
And what did I have there? I had it was one of their pasta dishes. It was an Alfredo dish. It was really good. And then I got something else. I think I might have. I got something else another time. It might have been the Parmesan. I don't remember.
What is a hanger steak?
It's a steak that they put on a wire hanger and bring it up.
I don't know that cut. It's the butcher steak. It's a marinated hanger steak.
No clue.
Never
I'm
heard of
not
it.
sure what a hanger steak. I've heard of hanger steak. I've never made a hanger steak. I've never made a flank steak either.
Flank
It's
steak is
probably,
good.
I've eaten
yeah,
it.
I think
Never
you have
made
to
it.
marinate those steaks a lot,
No,
right?
flank steak you do not.
Oh, flank steak you don't?
I mean, you
Okay.
can, but
It's extremely tender and packed with flavor because it's the muscle it's cut from does very little work. It's under the chest.
Where it hangs.
Oh.
Ah,
Ha 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 ha
awesome.
ha ha. Get it?
I thought it was for people who are hangry.
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 I'm always hangry.
I've got the hanger, so I'm hangry.
All right. So we had Tony's going up Main Street.
So the
Do you want to stop at the
Well-
bakery?
Starbucks.
It's
Well,
a
there's
Starbucks
something I'd like to
bakery.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bakery. It's just it's too hard to get in there because it's so tight quarters. And I don't know how you make it bigger, but I mean, there's so many times that I would love to go in there, but you just can't get anywhere near the place
Yep,
without
I agree.
standing in a long, long line.
Correct.
You know what I'd like to see them do? I'd like to see them take Starbucks and find a new spot for Starbucks someplace else in the park and bring the bakery back to what it was originally.
I agree.
Well, yeah, coffee, when you've got those fancy coffees, it makes it hard if you want to get just a bakery item or something else
Mhm.
because you're waiting for
They
all
don't
of those
have
fancy
a-
coffees to, the baristas to get them together.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of bakery items.
You know where they could put Starbucks?
Yes, I do.
We can't say that on
They
camera.
have their dessert parties.
Well, no, yeah, exactly. So I think they're at the Tomorrowland Terrace.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good idea.
Oh,
That's
that's yeah.
They're not
that would be
using
a
it for
good
anything
idea.
right now anyway. So
That's right. That's a perfect spot for
Yeah.
Starbucks.
And it's kind of it's off the beaten path, but it's on a main travel way. And
It
a lot of
is,
people can
yeah.
get through there. You've got restrooms nearby.
Yeah.
Now I prefer Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin' as they call it now, to Starbucks, but I'll take Tim Hortons too. But if Starbucks it is,
yeah.
let them move over there.
We need a Tim Hortons in Canada. Thanks for reminding me.
In Canada?
Eh?
In the Canada Pavilion.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't let me forget that. That's on
Yeah.
my list too.
Yeah, why not? That would be great. That would, for those people who aren't fans of Starbucks, that would be perfect over there. But we'll get to Epcot on another.
Yeah.
The Plaza,
The parlor or the restaurant?
the restaurant.
Keep it. Don't do anything to it.
Agree.
What about size?
It's hard to expand on the size there.
I agree.
It would
I agree,
it would be
but
great to expand or
it's
put some
tight,
tables outside,
right?
like
Yeah.
designate
Yep.
like say 10 tables or
Mhm.
something for outdoor seating.
Isn't that really where they're sitting with the Plaza ice cream? Out there?
Not
That's
everybody
just where
sits there.
people sit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should. Yeah.
Casey's and everywhere, yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we finished. Casey's. I forgot Casey's.
Oh yeah.
I know what Kurt's going to
yeah.
say about Casey's, and I
Bring
agree.
the hot dog back.
Yep.
I know, bring the
The Vanna dog.
Yep.
Yep.
Get that back there. Yeah. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
don't really have to change anything.
Well, there's something I'd like to revert to as well. At least as the last I saw it there. Did they get rid of the grandstands there with the
They're gone.
movie
Yeah.
playing?
It's all
They've been
tables
gone-
now.
They've been gone a long time.
It's all
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah, I just like that.
Yeah,
But-
I do
Mhm.
too.
The problem
yeah.
is there's an intersection there with the gift shop.
Yep.
And that's something I would change right there. Is it just doesn't work well together from a traffic pattern perspective to
No.
have all of the people coming in and out of the gift shop there on the corner of Casey's. So
Block it off. Put the
close
wall
that
back up.
off or give it another entrance around the corner closer to the restrooms, and then have Casey's be Casey's and the gift shop be gift shop.
Mhm.
I wonder if
Yes.
that's a fire hazard on why they've got to have that open there like that.
Could be. I don't know.
They can put the opening somewhere else.
Yeah, they could.
They can have it come out, the side. There's that courtyard there. It would take a bit of work, but they could make a new entrance and exit.
You know what?
around the
They charge us guests enough money to make those changes.
Amen, brother.
Crystal Palace.
Bring
It's
the
been a
cost
while.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my only
I
complaint.
know, bring the
cost
cost down, but other than that, I love the characters.
me
I
too.
love the ambiance. And the food doesn't bother me there.
Yeah, I love the food there. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, I love the food there. The characters just make it even better.
We're going back on our trip. Next week we'll be there.
Good. You're going to have a great time.
So you'll be going there. That's good.
So let's head over. We'll go the opposite direction. Let's head over into Tomorrowland. And we've got Cosmic Rays. Go ahead.
I
Kurt.
enjoy it. I really enjoy it. The
Me
rest
too.
of my family hates it. It's too loud. I'm like, come on, it's a concert.
I like it too. I like it just almost the way it is. I don't want to say just the way, almost the way it is.
They have the same hot dogs as Casey's Corner right now, so the hot dogs just aren't.
Yeah, I never got a hot dog there. So the only change I would make there is instead of having multiple stations with you have to go to this one for this, that one for, just get everything is available at each place.
Well, the middle one is pretty much just mobile order pickup now.
Yes,
I think
that's true.
Two of them are actually right now.
Oh, good. So maybe they've already done what I want them to do.
Yeah, I haven't eaten there in a little while, since like October, I think was the last time I ate there.
I was there in the winter.
Were you?
Yeah.
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It was again, it's Walt's chili dog. It's a chili dog. There's nothing that special about it. They also threw it. I think they threw it on a hamburger too, or something like that. But
we're talking. One of the things we haven't mentioned any yet was adding restaurants that we'd like to see in the parks. Why not Walt's restaurant, where it's all the foods Walt likes? Where they would put it, I think Magic Kingdom would be a great place for it, but I have no idea where they could put it.
There'd be a lot of baked beans on that.
Yeah. Baked beans, peanut butter and jelly. Yeah.
Well, they already got the Smuckers.
That's okay. Or make it.
Hey, we could have Walt's key lime pie too, and I'd be very happy.
Oh yeah. But there'd be a lot of weenies.
Oh boy.
Do you know the story with that?
Yes.
His dog was always happy because he'd treat him with a weenie. The dog would be all excited, and then when he was gone, the dog was very, very sick. So.
Aww.
There's not much else in Tomorrowland.
Well, there's the launching pad, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much like, isn't it like ice cream and stuff?
Yeah, it is. It's all really
ice cream. And there is there's an ice cream place next to
Anti-Gravities.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should keep it with food, not ice cream places.
Well, but I think
you can talk about it if you like.
I think the lunching pad has more than that. It's a counter service.
Yeah, there's a counter service there. I think my cousins ate there, so I think they had like burgers and stuff, or a chicken sandwich or something.
Yeah, I think it's just real.
Please hold while I look up the menu.
Yeah. Oh well, I always thought it was just ice cream, but
it's considered snack now.
Hot dogs, wings, stuffed
hot
pretzels.
dogs. Yep, Walt's chili cheese dog.
Well, there's Walt's place right there.
Yep.
So it's an extra $1.50 for the chili.
So that's over in Tomorrowland, in the area where the Carousel of Progress is.
It's under the Astro Orbit.
Yeah.
But that's literally all they have. They have 2 versions of the hot dog and your Caribbean jerk chicken strips served with choice aside. The if you had wings flashback.
Ah.
Right? I was thinking that.
Now
Right.
they do have a cream cheese warm stuffed pretzel. I
But
don't know
not
how
the
that is.
jalapeno. The jalapeno's over at the Cheshire Cat, which I still haven't gotten yet.
Well, get there. What are you doing? Get there.
See, Darlene can't get there now because if her cousin's listening, you screwed Darlene up. You took all her reservations and saved them for when you're coming down here, so she can't go to the parks too often.
Well, just cancel your reservation. And then
Those are
relook
not
it when you get
Darlene's
down
words.
here.
Those are my words, by the way.
Right? No, I don't have any Magic Kingdom. I'm planning on going with Stuart and Keith and Michelle one of these
Yeah.
days soon. So
Yeah, we have to figure out when. It just
I
can't be
have
on the
2
weekend.
days that I'll be playing with. So
Yeah.
up until that point.
Yep. But unlike Darlene, I am sorry, but I will not be inviting the whole world to meet us. No, I'm kidding. If anybody if we choose to go on a particular day and you happen to be down there, we'll be happy to say hi to you, meet up and say hi.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, you can't miss them because we randomly walked right into him.
Yeah, it's like
Sure.
you randomly walked into Michelle.
Well, she actually ran into me. She's like, "Oh my God, Kurt!" I'm like, "Oh hey, where's your husband? Oh, he's not here yet."
Yeah. Yep. So let's go to New Adventureland. If we missed anything, please forgive me, and if you know what we've missed, we can circle back. New Adventureland has the Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest restaurant, rather. Beauty and Beast theme.
That's you're in Fantasyland, Chief.
Oh God.
Back it up.
Sorry.
Back it up. Get some caffeine in that tea that you're drinking.
Yeah, there is caffeine in there. Not enough, apparently.
So Jungle Navigator, Skipper Canteen. I have never been there.
Me either.
It is good. It is very good. And it's the dining room is so interestingly appointed. It's so well themed.
Do they sit you or do you choose a seat? Because I know there's that hidden room.
It's you're seated. It's sit down.
Yes, it is a sit down.
I
haven't been there since it first opened, so
yeah, I've never been there. I'm hoping to go this summer.
You're missing out. I know Lottie said she loves it here.
Yeah, I'm hoping this summer I'll get there finally.
It's not too hard to get in for an ADR.
Yeah.
No, there was just nothing that jumped out at my wife to where she wanted to go into a table service restaurant and eat there.
Right.
See, the problem I have with it's with the Magic Kingdom in general. If I get the Magic Kingdom, because you have to park, hop on the monorail, or take a ferry, get to the park. If it's crowded, because I can go back another time, I leave. I won't stay there and put up with crowds where I can't even get past Main Street. I'll just go back another day. So I'm not going to make an ADR for some place where if I can't make it past a certain point, I'm going to stay anyway.
And we didn't find it that bad when we were down there.
And it may not have been. The last time I was in the Magic Kingdom was, oh God, it must have been
spring break. It was April.
Yeah, no, I was there before that. And then I didn't go back until, I want to say it was the middle of May. And it was crowded, but, we did a few things. And then when it got too crowded, we just said, okay, we're out of here. We left. So, we went to Liberty Square and we went to Tomorrowland, and then it was just getting too crowded. And we just said, okay, we'll come back another day. And what is Darlene doing over there?
She's feeding her dogs.
If anybody's watching on YouTube, Darlene is, I don't know what the heck, she's cutting something up.
It's some kind of a beef treat.
What's it called? Pet strips?
Yeah, it's like beef jerky. You want some?
No, thank you. Chicken jerky.
There you go. See?
Soon we'll all be eating dog food if the prices of regular food keeps going up the way it is.
Hey, when jerky treats first came out, one of my brother's friends was sitting there in our den, and there was a container of them right there. They were for our dog, and he didn't realize that he was waiting for my brother. And my brother was off change, and he comes back, and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He's like, "These are really good."
Oh God.
He had no idea they were jerky treats. He thought they were
Wow.
real beef jerky. He goes, "They're good.
Yeah,
They're not that salty."
Well,
my
this
boys think they should get a treat every time they go outside because they went outside.
yeah, well, this show is officially gone for the dogs. First, my dog was here before. Now, Darlene is.
Oh,
Yes, I've never. So, how highly would you recommend it, John? On a scale of 1 to 10?
The Skipper Canteen.
Yeah.
I would give it
7.
between an 8 and a 9.
Okay. And Darlene
I
said
give it
7.
a
I know
7.
a
Yeah,
lot of
well, I've
dogs-
only eaten there once, so
It has it's not a very difficult menu, but the tastes are not the bland standard things that the masses like to eat. So it has a tiny bit of being adventurous to eat there. Of course, it's in Adventureland, and so the tastes or the flavors that you see on the menu may not appeal to everybody, and I think that's why
right.
it doesn't get its door busted down, because it doesn't have ribs and steaks and you know chicken wings and whatever.
Yeah, see, it's got like the desserts have a tropical theme,
Mm,
but I'm looking at the desserts right now, and on every one of the desserts that I'm seeing, there's something that my wife doesn't like, which is why we didn't eat there.
mm. Yeah, I can understand why there may be some families that have a member of the family that they don't think would fit there. But if you like to go to different flavors,
Yeah.
it's excellent food, and it's a fantastic theming and environment there.
Right. That's why I wanted to go.
Is there a restaurant in Adventureland you'd like to see change to something similar? Now, I know they're not going to have the cook at it, but similar to Cookies, which is on Castaway Cay. Or would you rather they keep that on Castaway Cay for when you take a cruise?
I'll tell you what, they closed all the stores except for the Ray-Ban store, of course, but all the other stores are all closed. They could gut that entire
Mhm.
area and make it a dining area.
Yeah, they could. And you know what? That would be great if they did.
Yeah, I think Adventureland is a great location for a counter service for more food entrees. So you've
Mhm.
got lots of ice cream and snacks there. Yeah, well,
Mhm.
you've got two, counter services for ice cream, including
Yeah.
the Dole Whip. But to have a
Right.
counter service for, more themed Adventureland,
Well,
lunch and dinner foods, I think would go well, and
Yeah,
have some
I
more
agree.
sightseeing and
Tortuga Tavern is there when it's open.
But
When
it's
it's open.
open. It's open seasonally.
Yeah, I know. That's a great place when it's open.
It is
When it's
right.
open.
Yeah. So Disney, if you're listening to us, change the when to all the time.
Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pecos Bills just gets overwhelmed because it's
Pecos Bills has lost its edge. I hate
it
to say it.
has.
They
Yeah,
it needs a redo.
Yeah,
it does.
it does.
they went. They did definitely go on the wild side with Tortuga Tavern now. You got the veranda chicken strips, which is the sweet orange glaze with green onions. But then you got the veranda teriyaki burger. So with the red onions and grilled pineapple, which
Mm.
they
That
used
sounds
to
good.
have over where what we were just talking about, where they were at. They used to have that. It was a Dole. It was sponsored by Dole.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I think there's quite a bit they could do over there, and I think John or whoever said gut that area.
Does
Well,
make
Kurt
sense.
said about those, empty gift shops. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a great place. Or open up Tortuga.
Fixed Tortuga
Tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah,
Right now, it's overflow seating for Pecos Bill.
Yeah, and you know what, Pecos Bills, they need to go back what they did best, and I don't expect them to put the fixins bar back because of everything we've been through the last couple of years, but go back to what you do well, and leave it at that, and I think you'll be okay. And change update the decor a little bit, and just make
Right.
the seating more comfortable.
Make it a little lighter too, so you can find a table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And it's so dark in there, you can't find a table.
It's like walking into a dark movie theater
Mm-hmm.
and having no one with a flashlight to help you find a seat.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I was
just
looking
think
at
we
the
need-
menus. I just
we
want
need
to go
another
back to the main
restaurant.
menu, and Stitch ate everything.
Of course he did.
He ate the entire page. You couldn't get at it. Let me try that
Yeah,
again.
I definitely think we need another restaurant over there.
Yeah.
I mean, in the whole park because of all the people. There's always a lot of guests in Magic Kingdom because it's the most popular. So you should have more of a variety.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they should. Kids are going to want the peanut butter and jelly grilled cheese, burgers, hot dogs. But there are a lot of adults that like that variety, or, maybe they haven't been exposed to that variety. Same thing with the kids. Let's give them a little more exposure to different foods.
And I know at this time, we're having an issue with product. I understand that, but I think we do need more of a variety. Like, let's go over to Columbia Harbor House. The chicken pot pie is still missing.
Yep.
The lobster
Mhm.
mac and cheese is still missing.
But my son loved that lobster roll.
Oh yeah.
The lobster roll is very good. Yes.
You know what? I used to like the fish and chips there, and now I think you can only get it with a combo with something else. I think. I'm
My
not
wife
sure.
had that. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been there.
The only thing
Yeah.
I could, again, seafood allergy, the only thing I could eat were the chicken
Mhm.
strips. I'm like, I'll
Right.
sacrifice. I'll eat the chicken strips so you guys can eat everything else.
So you do chicken, no chicken of the sea. Okay.
I cannot do
Yeah.
chicken of the sea.
No.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes,
chicken.
it would be nice to have the chicken pot pie back. That was a very good.
I wanted that.
Yeah,
I really
it's a
wanted
very
that.
good menu item. I don't know
No.
why they took it
Yeah, I
off.
don't know. They took a lot of things off and changed things
Mhm.
around. And correct me if I'm wrong, because for some reason I think I vaguely remember them having a good chicken salad sandwich there, and I don't think that's there anymore.
That's not there anymore.
It's
either.
not. No, it hasn't been in a while.
Yeah, that was good there too. If I'm remembering the right place. Sometimes they run together. All right, let's go to Be Our Guest.
Bring back the lunch as quick service.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What is it now? I'm not even sure.
Fixed
It's-
price.
It's fixed price.
Fixed price.
Yeah. Fixed price for
Oh,
lunch.
okay.
Yeah, I do not like
No.
fixed price for lunch,
No.
Mm-mm.
especially when it's not, the same price as dinner or $2 cheaper or something like that.
Right.
Now the theming of the place is wonderful. I wouldn't touch that at
Oh,
all.
it's beautiful.
But yeah, definitely
Yeah,
bring
the
back.
theming is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they had made it a fixed.
Yeah,
I
it's fixed
guess
price.
I'll experience how the fixed menu is when I go in July.
It's over $60 per adult. It is considered. Is it considered a why can't I think of it?
Sit down.
Signature.
Yeah. Well, will Beast be there? Will Belle be there? So is it like character dining now? That's what I'm trying to spit out.
I don't know.
I have not been there since they changed it to fixed price,
Yeah, me either.
which I
haven't
miss it.
either.
I miss it because of that.
Yeah. They had a good ahi tuna. Was it? I forgot what it was. It was not ahi tuna something. I think it might have been a sandwich. I forgot. On their lunch menu when it was counter service for lunch. Hope if they ever bring that back, the lunch counter
Well,
quick
and
service
you can
that
bring
comes
people
quicker.
in and out faster that way
Exactly.
if you have the
That's right.
counter service for lunch.
That's right.
Right. Instead of having a sit down meal of multiple pieces of,
Multiple
like a
courses.
dinner.
Right. They still did it by
Yeah.
ADR, so you still had to have an ADR.
Yep.
So
Yes.
why not, again, in and out faster, like you said?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's definitely my
remember
preference.
the one time I went, we got the wrong food.
Wow.
Oops. I've never had that issue.
And your table probably got another table probably got your food.
Yeah.
Right. And then by the time the food came, we had missed our return time for a ride.
Wow.
They should cover that for you.
Yeah, they should have.
So I think it was just too late in the day then by that time that we were just like, forget it, because we were going to be leaving. So, but yeah.
Because we've been caught by that before, and we're like, look, we were sitting, this is where we were, and they're like, okay, don't worry about it, coming in line.
But there again, I mean, that area, they need to reopen things. We have Pinocchio's Village House then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
I
is
know
that
what I was
still
gonna say.
mostly, is that
Yeah.
all flatbread still?
I don't know.
Let me look.
They need to bring
I'm
back.
sorry, I
Figaro
would help
fries.
you, but I don't know how
Yeah,
to.
you can't do that.
I can't do that today.
Pinocchio's Village House. Bring back Figaro fries.
Yes.
Right.
Actually,
Please.
you know what I'd like to do there? I'd like to make that a sit-down restaurant for the evening, but counter service during the day,
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
and maybe have a little different menu at night.
Well,
Maybe
that could
bring
allow.
in
Go ahead.
maybe bring in Pinocchio and
Yeah.
Geppetto and Jiminy Cricket.
That would-
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that would allow you, Stuart, to be kind of low key.
He doesn't want to be Loki.
That's what his shirt says.
Well, I gotcha. So there are 6 different types of flatbreads: a Caesar salad, with or without chicken, or chicken strips. That's what you've got there at Pinocchio's Village House. They do have cake. I can't say it. Trailiche cake. I don't know. It's a coconut flavored cake.
Okay.
And non-fat Greek yogurt. They're calling a dessert.
Okay.
I would like the tres de leche dessert.
Tres leche. That's it. That's what it is.
Yes.
So 3 coconuts. I don't know what leche is.
Leche is milk.
Okay, 3 milks. Oh, that's why I can't eat it. I can't have that much milk. That's right.
Where have we not gone? I just thought of a couple of places and I can't remember it now.
I'm trying to think of where we are.
Oh. Liberty Tree Square, the
Liberty Tree Tavern.
The Liberty
Right.
Tree
Oh,
Tavern, yeah.
so Liberty Tree Tavern and Diamond Horseshoe.
Never ate at the Diamond Horseshoe.
It's been
Oh,
years. They had sandwiches last time I was
No, it's
there. Isn't
the
it more
same
table
food as
service
Liberty
now?
Tree.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
same food as Liberty Tree.
Yeah, we ate there last year, and the food at lunchtime was fantastic. I think I said this before. It reminded me a lot of Garden Grill.
The food was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
but it was the same food that I had at Liberty Tree, which I didn't realize. I think there was like one different meat change from the two restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the theming is great for both, but I think they need to change the food up.
They use it as an overflow, so it's not open all the time. When they've got higher crowds, they open it up so that they can serve more people.
Right. Well, it was open as the Diamond Horseshoe, and we
Well,
booked
that's
it
what
as
I'm
the
saying.
Diamond
So that's why the food is, there's so much overlap between that and the Liberty Tree
with
Tavern.
the two. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, last time we were down on our last day, rather than going to any quick service, we quick ordered from Sleepy Hollow. They're calling it a snack, but I mean, they got the turkey leg, they got a corn dog with chips, the sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich with chips. My son loved
Yes.
that. My wife always gets the fresh fruit waffle salad, um, or sandwich. I'm sorry. It's strawberries, bananas, blueberries, and chocolate hazelnut spread. I can't do the hazelnut, but there's a wider variety than you would think for that.
Yes, there is. You're right.
I just noticed a fly, a small little fly up by the ceiling in my office.
Okay, Darlene,
Hey.
John, we've
Don't
lost
move,
Stuart.
stay there so I can get you when the show's over.
We've lost Stuart. He's gone.
Yeah. You'll have to get alligator Loki to come and eat it.
Yeah,
There you go.
plenty of alligators around here.
Don't let him in.
Yeah, no kidding.
Trying to think what else is there. I know they have the turkey leg and that at with the fruit stand right there too outside.
You know what restaurant we missed? We missed it in Disney's Hollywood Studios, Pizza Rizzo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And there might be a good reason why we missed it.
Well,
No.
actually, they have a good meatball sandwich.
They do have a good meatball sandwich. I like the meatball sandwich.
Yeah.
And we also missed Baseline. Or is that just drinks?
No, they have a pretzel, a charcuterie board.
Yeah, it's not dining.
So it sounds like more Olgo Cantina
It's,
for
it's snack food, but it's their charcuterie board is a lot nicer
but a
than
one charcuterie board does not make a restaurant.
no. They definitely need a few more snacks.
Now, interesting fact, Aloha Isle, you cannot mobile order from right now.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
So
And
we
I
did
don't
not
know
have a
why that
traditional-
is.
Yeah, we could not get our traditional. Luckily, we ate one over at Epcot, the a Dole Whip, and we were quite frustrated with the. It was like twice the price of a regular Dole Whip, but it wasn't any bigger, and it was just a Dole Whip.
Aloha Isle, when the mobile ordering is working, doesn't work well.
I see now when mobile ordering first came out, there was all these lines sitting over there at Aloha Isle. And my son and I, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and we were like, let's go. Mobile ordered it, boom, walked right up in front of everyone and got our meal right now. So basically they would call your number and they'd say, as soon as they call your number, that's when they would make your ice cream.
Yes.
So that way it's not sitting there melting.
Yeah, that's good. But every time we've tried to use mobile ordering over at Aloha Isle, there have been issues. Either one person can do it, the next person can't, and it's nuts.
Right.
Wow.
We even had a cast member try helping us out one time, and they couldn't even figure it out. And they went, "Yeah, just go there and pay by cash or credit card."
Right.
Trying to think of what else we missed.
I don't know if we missed anything.
Well, there's Gaston's Tavern, which
Oh,
has
yeah,
a
yeah.
menu.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
mostly there's your bakery.
Yeah, well,
That's got your cinnamon bun.
Right.
What else is there?
Le Fruit Brew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Le Fruit.
We didn't get it.
Yeah.
I always forget it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Now, are there any restaurants you would like to close or add that they don't have any types of restaurants in either of the two parks we discussed tonight?
It'd be nice if they actually brought back some kind of a version of the Diamond Horseshoe Review.
Right.
But I think people are paying so much money, they don't want to be locked down in a show for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, but that it would be nice if they could do something like maybe an abbreviated version of it.
Why not? They abbreviated the Country Bear Jamboree in the Tiki Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring back the what was the bar that was outside of that originally? outside of the Country Bear Jamboree.
The Tall Tale Inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, the Mile Long Bar.
The Mile Long Bar, right?
It was the Mile Long Bar. You used to walk out of the Country Bear
Soda
Jamboree,
fountain. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Right.
and they'd be right up there singing to you still.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they brought that back.
I'd like to see Star and Rolls come back at Disney Hollywood Studios.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. How about
The-
the writer shop?
Yeah,
The
that
writer's
too.
stop too.
Well,
Yeah.
the carrot cake cookie is now over at the Starbucks bakery, by the way.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and it takes forever to get in there just to get online to find out they're sold out.
Mhm.
I made sure I saw them. 'Cause
Well, I
they're
know
in the
during
fridge.
Christmas they switched the carrot cake cookie out for the red velvet in Hollywood Studios.
I could accept that.
I'm good
I
with that.
couldn't.
I'd accept that.
Mhm.
I could not accept that.
Oh, I love red velvet.
The red velvet cookie is really good too.
Yeah.
Because it still has the cream
Cream cheese.
filling in it. It's the same
Yeah.
cream
Yes.
cheese filling. They just changed out the cookies. Those things are so huge.
They
I
are.
mean,
know.
It was 2 meals.
Yes.
Speak for yourself.
So, side note, I did stop at Gideon's today, and they had the peanut butter crunch cookie, and they had the
Excuse me.
peanut butter cold brew. It was on the menu for a limited time.
Limited until they run out of the old peanut butter and have to use the stuff that's been contaminated.
No, that's already
No, I'm
done.
kidding.
There
I
was
am
no. Yeah, they were completely out of it when we were down there, and they hadn't
Yeah.
replaced the peanut butter yet.
I'm glad it's
Yeah.
back to Gideon's.
So now they're
Yeah.
using Publix peanut butter.
Are they?
I have no
if you
idea. I'm
wanna-
looking it up.
If you have access to transportation and you want to skip the long lines at Gideon's and Disney Springs, there is another Gideon's in Orlando, which is walk in, walk out, and just as
You
good.
can actually pre-order.
Yep.
Right. We thought about doing that, and then the more we thought about it, by the time we drive over there and drive back, I think we waited only 15 minutes this time when we were there.
Yeah, we were
Well, it
in
really
and out
wasn't
really
worth it.
quick today.
So now when we were there in August, that was the hour wait.
Yeah.
So, but this one we thought we were walking around going, where do we sign in? And they're like, nope, just wait right here. I go, how long's
Yep.
this line? He goes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were done out of the building within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
Eyes
places
rolling
that
back.
we may have forgotten? Is there something new you'd like to add to any of the parks? Well, the 2 parks we discussed that we haven't already mentioned.
I think we've gone through plenty.
You know what I'd like to see them do? And it's not a restaurant, but they could add food to it or add it to one of the restaurants in Disney's Hollywood Studios and to one of the counter service. Milkshakes, but like the real classic milkshakes that
Oh, yeah.
way back when.
Disney's
I
Prime
could
Time has that, don't they?
Hi-Fi.
No, I'm talking about, but I said quick service.
Oh, quick service. Okay.
Quick service. I could have swore years ago, that on the left-hand side of Main Street, there was a soda shop.
Well, yeah, it's where Casey's Corner was. I'm pretty sure that was a soda shop. However, I think at the
Yeah.
ice cream, at the Plaza ice cream, you can't get a milkshake there?
You probably could.
Okay. Oh,
You
want
can never get into
counters.
that
I
because of
specifically
the
said Disney's
line.
Hollywood Studios.
The line at the Plaza ice cream is always so crazy. So I don't know if they have them or
You
not.
just need to go in there at rope drop. I'm sure they're not that busy at 8:00 in the morning.
That's
Where's
exactly
I'm
what
not
it
even
was.
sure if they're open at that time.
8:00 in the morning. Everybody wants 2 scoops of ice cream and a vanilla shake.
Well, why not?
Right?
I'm on vacation. Come on.
Is Hollywood,
They don't
is
even open
Hollywood
till 11.
Scoops?
Yeah, Hollywood
Hollywood
Scoops.
Scoops.
Just ice cream.
They have milkshakes on the menu.
Do they?
Oh, they do? What
Ooh.
kind?
I'd have to open the menu to see. I'm not sure.
They have at Plaza. They have hand dipped milkshakes topped with whipped cream and cherries. Or they have the
Mm.
dark chocolate banana bread pudding with soy milk frozen dessert. I can't eat that.
I think we did. I think we did get milkshake, Stuart, when we were at the Plaza restaurant.
Yeah, you did. 'Cause
Yes,
I
at
had
the
one.
Plaza, right. But what I was talking about was Disney's Hollywood Studios, a milkshake, place to get milkshakes.
Yeah.
Counter service, not
You can go and get blue milk.
no.
No, I don't like the blue milk or the green milk.
Yeah,
And
no
they
blue,
raised the
green.
prices again.
Unless it's
It's
vanilla or regular milk or chocolate, I'm pretty good with just that.
Yeah.
Hollywood Scoops is an orange blossom shake.
Ooh, I'll have to try that.
Oh, geez. I was looking at the Plaza restaurant as it was.
Oh, see, I thought so.
Yeah, because I had it when I was there. That's how I knew they had it.
Yeah.
I thought I clicked on the Plaza ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
I
And,
could have sworn they had them there.
I think we're gonna call it a night right now. Unless
Yes.
anybody has
Okay.
anything they'd like to add.
No, I'm good.
All right, we'll do a second part to this soonish, where we'll do Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the WDW Fan Zone Show. We will be back next week with on a regular schedule next week, I think, which as of right now is the beginning of the week and towards the end of the week, with a new show in the beginning of the week and a regular show
On
as the week
Thursday.
comes to a close. So until then, everybody be safe. And those celebrating D-Day, we salute you and wish you well. And bye-bye.
Don't hate me. They don't have Sundays over at the Plaza ice cream parlor. Good night, everybody.
Well, we said we're going to keep cosmic rays, so hello, all you earthlings. My name is Sunny Eclipse. His name is Sunny. Yes, his name is Sunny. So listen to me, people. I got music at my fingertips. So keep our show close at your fingertips. Come back and see us next week.
I want to shout out to my few birthday friends. Shelly, she's a friend of the show. She was a writer for the show as well at one point. Shelly Brookover, happy birthday. And our dear friend Debbie Hartlett, happy birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. Have a magical night and stay safe.